In many parts of India, the day often begins with a steaming cup of tea. Some prefer the bold taste of masala chai, while others enjoy the gentle warmth of ginger tea. Sitting on a cane chair in the front veranda, the morning air is filled with bird song and the aroma of fresh chapati from the kitchen. This is the time when people usually gather talk about family matters, the weather, and sometimes about health. I have heard many older friends say that after 60, the weight just keeps creeping up even if they don't eat much. Some believe that at this age, losing weight is nearly impossible. Others blame weaker joints for not being able to exercise. But the truth is, our bodies can still change at any age if we know the right approach and are willing to take small, consistent steps. After the age of 60, the body's metabolism naturally slows down. Hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and especially thyroid hormones start working less efficiently. Muscle mass decreases while fat tends to accumulate more easily, especially around the belly and hips. But this is not the end of your journey to staying fit. With just a few small changes in your daily habits, and by creating an environment that supports your health, results can and will come slowly but surely. I want you to picture this. You don't need to follow a strict crash diet. You don't need to push yourself through exhausting exercise routines. What you do need is to simply get rid of certain things that are quietly holding you back. It might be an object, a habit, or a lifestyle choice you've lived with for years, but no longer serves your health. I once met Rajesh, a 64-year-old gentleman from Mumbai. He used to believe that losing weight was only for young people. But after letting go of just a few unhealthy habits and adding a simple 20-minute morning walk to his day, he lost almost 6 kilograms in 5 months. More importantly, he felt stronger, slept better, and was far less tired during the day. This shows that with even small adjustments, you might surprise yourself with what's possible. In this journey, we're going to talk about 8 things you should remove from your life to make space for better health and a lighter body after 60. Each one is simple, costs little or nothing, and can be started today. They're not just about losing weight, they'll also boost your energy, improve your mood, and make each day feel more enjoyable. Think of this not as a strict checklist, but as a set of gentle suggestions. Pick what feels most doable for you. You don't have to change everything at once. Start with one small step and let it grow into a habit. Just like those early morning walks in the park, over time, you'll find yourself going farther, feeling stronger, and enjoying life a little more each day. In many Indian cities, from Delhi's busy markets to the narrow streets of Jaipur, motorbikes and cars have become a part of daily life. For many older adults, they are seen as an absolute necessity. It is understandable. Public transport can be crowded. The summer heat can be intense, and sometimes walking feels inconvenient. But here's the thing. This convenience often comes at a cost to our health. When we rely on vehicles for every short trip, our daily movement becomes minimal. The body burns far fewer calories, and muscles in the legs, hips, and back get weaker over time. A trip that could have been a 10-minute walk becomes a sedentary ride, and over weeks, months, and years, this lack of activity quietly adds weight to our bodies. The truth is, you don't have to give up your car or motorbike completely, but reducing their use even a little can make a big difference. Let me tell you about Meena, a 62-year-old from Pune. She used to take her scooter even for trips to the vegetable market just 700 meters away. Her doctor advised her to walk instead at least twice a week. At first, she resisted, saying it was too hot, too dusty, or too much trouble. But eventually, she started carrying a small cloth bag, leaving her scooter at home and walking to the market early in the morning. Within 3 months, she noticed not only that her weight had gone down by almost 2 kilograms, but also that her knees felt stronger and her breathing was easier. Walking is one of the most natural and effective exercises for people over 60. You don't need special equipment, just a comfortable pair of shoes and a safe route. If you live in an area with heavy traffic, try finding a nearby park, temple grounds, or quiet lanes in the morning. You could also choose to park your car a little farther away from your destination, adding a short walk to your routine. For those who cannot walk long distances due to joint issues, even small changes help. Consider standing more during the day, using a cycle for short errands, or taking public transport that requires you to walk a short distance to the bus stop. The goal is not to exhaust yourself. It's to reintroduce gentle, consistent movement into your daily life. In India, our lifestyle has changed so much in the past few decades. Our parents and grandparents walked far more than we do today. They didn't think of it as exercise, it was simply part of life. We can bring a little of that back even in modern times. So the next time you reach for your car or bike keys, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, can this trip be done on foot or partly on foot? It might take a few extra minutes, but those minutes could be the ones that help you lose weight, strengthen your heart, and feel more energetic. In many Indian households, meals are often served on big thalis, large enough to hold several bowls of curry dal, vegetables, and rice all at once. It looks generous, it feels comforting, and it's how many of us have eaten for decades. But here's the thing. Large plates or thalis encourage us to eat more than our body actually needs. Our brains are wired to finish what's in front of us. When the plate is big, we tend to fill it. And when it's filled, we tend to finish it even if we're already full. Studies show that simply using a smaller plate can help people eat 15 to 20% less without even noticing. This small change can make a big difference over weeks and months. Take the example of Ramesh, a 65-year-old from Lucknow. He had been struggling to lose weight for years. When his daughter suggested using a smaller dinner plate, he laughed, thinking it was too simple to matter. But he decided to try. Instead of his usual 30-centimeter thali, he switched to a 22-centimeter plate. At first, he thought he'd still feel hungry after meals, but to his surprise, his body adjusted quickly. Within a few weeks, he realized he was satisfied with less food and had lost over 1.5 kilograms without changing anything else. Using smaller plates also helps control portions for foods like rice and roti, which can easily pile up. It encourages a better balance of vegetables, proteins, and carbs. For example, half the plate could be vegetables, a quarter could be dal or lean protein, and the rest rice or roti. This not only helps with weight control, but also keeps blood sugar levels steadier, something especially important for older adults in India where diabetes is common. Another benefit of smaller plates is that they make the meal look fuller and more satisfying. When you see a plate with food filling it completely, your brain receives a signal that you are getting a generous meal, even though the quantity is smaller. It's a simple psychological trick, but it works. You don't have to throw away your big thalis. You can keep them for special occasions or family gatherings. But for daily meals, switching to smaller plates or bowls can become one of the easiest habits to maintain. You might also enjoy making the plate look more colorful with a variety of vegetables, turning each meal into something to look forward to. So next time you're about to serve yourself, try reaching for a smaller plate. It may feel like a small change, but over time, it can help you lose weight, improve digestion, and avoid that heavy, sluggish feeling after eating. In many Indian homes, evenings are often spent in front of the television. It might be a favorite drama, a cricket match, or the nightly news. For others, the screen is their smartphone or tablet, scrolling through videos, chatting, or playing games. While it feels relaxing, these hours of sitting still can silently work against our health, especially if we are trying to lose weight after 60. When we spend long periods sitting in one place, our body's calorie burn slows dramatically. Muscles become less active, blood circulation decreases, and digestion slows down. If you combine that with snacking while watching, the effect on weight gain becomes even stronger. Over time, this habit can also weaken muscles, stiffen joints, and affect posture. Let me share the story of Anita, a 61-year-old from Ahmedabad. She would sit for almost 4 hours every evening watching television serials. Alongside her tea, she often had biscuits or namkeen. When her doctor suggested she cut down her sitting time, she started with a small change, getting up every 20 minutes to stretch, refill water, or walk around the house. Within 2 months, she noticed her legs felt less stiff, her energy levels improved, and she had lost nearly 1 kilogram without making any other changes. This doesn't mean you have to give up TV or your phone completely. The goal is to create balance. You could try setting a daily limit for screen time, perhaps no more than 2 hours in the evening. During long programs, take short breaks to stand, stretch, or even walk in place. If you enjoy watching shows, consider doing some light chores or gentle exercises while you watch, folding laundry, shelling peas, or stretching your arms and legs. Another helpful approach is to replace some evening screen time with more active pastimes. For example, an after-dinner walk in the park or around your building can aid digestion and improve sleep quality. You could also try hobbies that keep you moving, gardening, light yoga, or even playing with grandchildren. These activities burn more calories than sitting still, and they also lift your mood. In rural India, older generations rarely sat still for long periods. They were constantly engaged in small physical tasks. We can borrow this wisdom and bring a little more movement into our modern routines. Even small amounts of extra activity add up over time, making a noticeable difference to weight and overall health. So the next time you find yourself settling in for a long evening with the TV or phone, ask yourself, could I add a bit of movement here? Could I stand while taking a call or walk during a commercial break? These small shifts can help your body stay active, burn more calories, and make your weight loss journey after 60 much easier. In India, many older adults still keep a pair of formal shoes or fashionable sandals that they wear for social gatherings or religious functions. They may look elegant, but they are often heavy, narrow, or have hard soles that make walking uncomfortable. When shoes are uncomfortable, we naturally avoid walking more than necessary, and that means fewer opportunities to stay active and burn calories. Comfortable footwear is not just about style, it's about supporting your feet, knees, and back. After 60, joints become more sensitive, and even a short walk in the wrong shoes can cause discomfort. Over time, this discomfort can discourage daily walking, which is one of the simplest and safest ways to maintain a healthy weight in later years. Take the story of Prakash, a 67-year-old from Chennai. He owned several pairs of leather shoes that looked smart but felt stiff. Because of this, he mostly stayed indoors, avoiding even short trips on foot. His daughter gave him a pair of lightweight walking shoes with soft cushioning and a flexible sole. Within weeks, he began walking to the nearby temple every morning, about 1.5 kilometers there and back. Not only did his stamina improve, but he also lost 2 kilograms in just 2 months without making any changes to his diet. A good walking shoe should be light, have a cushioned sole, and provide enough room for your toes to move comfortably. In India's warm climate, breathable materials like mesh can help keep feet cool. If you live in an area with uneven roads or rocky paths, look for shoes with good grip to avoid slipping. These small details can make walking a pleasant experience rather than a chore. It's also important to remember that comfortable footwear isn't only for exercise, it's for everyday use. Wearing walking shoes while doing chores, going to the market, or visiting friends means you'll be more willing to walk instead of reaching for your bike or car keys. The more steps you take during the day, the easier it becomes to manage your weight. Some people hesitate to switch because they feel walking shoes don't look stylish enough for social occasions. But these days, there are many designs that combine comfort and style. You can choose a simple neutral color that works with both casual and semi-formal clothing. In the end, choosing the right footwear is like giving yourself permission to move more freely. When your feet feel good, your whole body feels more energetic. So next time you plan to buy shoes, think not just about how they look, but about how they'll make you feel after a 20-minute walk. Walk into any large supermarket in India and you'll see bright signs everywhere. Buy one, get one free too, for the price of one Mega Saver pack. These offers feel like a smart way to save money, but when they involve biscuits, chips, sweets, or deep-fried snacks, they can quietly sabotage your weight loss efforts. Promotions are designed to make you buy more than you actually need. When we bring home extra packs of unhealthy food, we usually end up eating them sooner than planned. This isn't because we're hungry, it's because the food is there within easy reach. And once we open a packet, it's hard to stop at just one serving. Let me tell you about Shalini, a 63-year-old from Bengaluru. She used to stock up on family packs of cream biscuits during supermarket sales. Her reasoning was simple: it was cheaper and she could share them with guests. But in reality, she found herself snacking on them almost every afternoon with her tea. When she decided to stop buying in bulk and instead purchase only a small packet once in a while, her afternoon calorie intake dropped without her even trying. Within 4 months, she lost nearly 3 kilograms. This doesn't mean you should avoid all offers. Buying larger quantities can be helpful for healthy staples like whole grains, lentils, or fresh vegetables. The key is to be selective use discounts to stock up on foods that support your health, not those that work against it. One useful tip is to shop with a list and stick to it. If biscuit sweets or fried snacks are not on your list, don't let the discount signs tempt you. Another trick is to shop after a meal rather than when you're hungry. Hunger makes it much harder to resist impulse purchases. If you truly enjoy a certain treat, buy it in a small size and savor it slowly. For example, instead of 2 large packets of cookies, get 1 small pack and enjoy it with a cup of chai once or twice a week. This way, you can still have your favorite flavors without letting them interfere with your weight loss goals. In Indian culture, offering snacks to guests is a sign of hospitality. But there are healthier ways to do this. Fresh fruit roasted chana or a small bowl of homemade poha can be just as welcoming while also being lighter and more nutritious. The truth is, every extra packet of sugary or fried food you avoid buying is one less temptation in your home. And when the temptation isn't there, it's much easier to stick to healthy habits. So next time you see that colorful buy one get one free sign, pause and ask yourself, will this help my health or harm it? In many parts of India, loose-fitting clothes like oversized kurtas or baggy salwar kameez are common and comfortable, especially in the warm climate. They allow us to move freely and stay cool. But when it comes to managing weight after 60, wearing clothes that are too loose can sometimes work against us. Here's why: when clothing hides your body shape completely, you lose a natural reminder of how your body is changing. Small increases in weight often go unnoticed because the extra fabric covers it. Over time, this can make it harder to stay aware of your health goals. I remember meeting Suresh, a 66-year-old from Jaipur. He loved wearing long, loose shirts that he had worn for years. They were comfortable and felt familiar. But when his granddaughter insisted he try on a fitted kurta for a family wedding, he was shocked to see how much his waistline had grown. That moment motivated him to start paying more attention to his eating habits and daily walks. Wearing well-fitted clothes doesn't mean you have to feel restricted or uncomfortable. It simply means choosing garments that follow your natural shape so you can notice changes earlier. A comfortable but slightly tailored kurta or a properly fitted sari blouse can help you maintain awareness without sacrificing style. This isn't about vanity, it's about self-awareness. When you see yourself in clothing that fits well, you're more likely to stand tall, engage